Good evening, everyone. Arkansas Watchers. This is Cameron back here again, and I am here to go over the potential of severe weather as we get towards the day on Friday, and I'm also going to talk to you guys about Saturday. And Saturday's event is looking to be one of the most significant ones I've probably seen in a little while here in the natural state. Okay, there's a lot of things that still need to come together. We still have time to watch how everything's going to play out here, but we have two severe weather threats. We have one on Friday, which is a low end one, and we have one on Saturday, which could potentially be, like I said before, a significant one here across the natural state here. So I'm going to go ahead and start you guys off with the one on Friday. We have a marginal risk for the southern and for the southern and southwestern half of the state. This is primarily going to be for hail and wind. Not really looking for a tornado threat out of this, given that you're going to have a system that's going to rattle on the boundary down here, and it's going to throw moisture back over. And as instability is starting to flow in as it gets towards later in the day on Thursday and out ahead of our system coming out from the west, you're going to start seeing the upper level instability really be there for the potential of hail and probably some downburst winds, but nothing like we're probably going to see on Saturday. I don't think we're going to really have a tornado threat on Friday. Mainly it's going to be for the hail, mainly it's going to be for the wind. They may go slight, but at this current time, they could pass it with a marginal here on Friday, just simply because it's going to be just hail and wind, maybe a potential of a tornado or two, but it's mainly going to impact the southern and western half of the natural state, and including southeast Arkansas as well. All right, so let's step over to Saturday here. All right, the big day. This is what everybody's been talking about, including us here at Arkansas Weather Watchers. A big 15% day 4 slight risk for the natural state. They've had this slight risk out for 2 days now. They started it off on day 6, which was Monday. Rare to see a slight risk that early. You normally do not see day 6 slight risk. They normally wait until it gets closer to the day 2, day 3. They may occasionally do a day 4, but they never ever do a day 6 unless they think it's going to be a significant deal with this deal. So I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys here. All right. They're mainly worried about the shear. The shear profiles are going to be significant. Okay, guys. I promise you the shear is not going to be a problem at all. If we get a blessing out of this, if we don't see severe weather threat, shear is not going to be our limiting factor. It's going to be simple fact of the instability. And the one thing that I'm very worried about with this, and I believe Jeff Baskin, I saw it on Twitter earlier, he made a great point about this, is that the shear is going to be so strong that there's a possibility that the shear could, the shear could override a little bit of instability. Basically, in layman's terms, the shear could possibly overwhelm the instability and still give you a significant severe weather event, even though your instability is really, really low. So we've seen this in the past before, where we've had significant shear in place, right around 500 to 1,000 instability, and we ended up having a tornado outbreak. Am I saying this is going to be a tornado outbreak by any stretch of the matter? No, not this time. There is a possibility of a severe weather outbreak out of this. There's a possibility of a derecho out of this. There's a lot of things that need to come together in order to have a tornado outbreak, to have an outbreak in general. I think this is going to be a pretty significant severe weather event for the natural state, but I'm not ready to go and start using the outbreak language just yet. I want to get a little closer to the event, maybe close to day 1, day 2, before we get into those terms. But at this time, Saturday does look really, really active, and it could be a bad day for us in the natural state here. So the best thing to do right now is go over your severe weather plans with your family. Make sure that you have a place to go. There's a tornado warning. If you're in a mobile home, try to find somewhere that's away from a mobile home that gets you into a sturdier shelter. That way, tornado warning, or because we're going to be live on Saturday, and we see rotation. There's not a warning out for it right then. If we see rotation on the storm, we're going to give you that extra 10 to 15 minute notice before the warning comes out. That way you'll be able to say, okay, they're looking at the storm, it has rotation, because every storm on Saturday, and this is what I was talking about with the shear, every storm on Saturday has the potential of rotating. All right, if these storms were to get isolated, that's where your tornado potential lies. All right. I have seen computer model guys that's wanting to throw this into a line. Well, I'm gonna throw a little roadblock at you for the potential of a line slash duration out of this. Since your shear is going to be so high, and you're going to have directional shear, that's going to tend to break these storms up. They're going to keep these storms from coming into a line. All right. This also depends on when the front gets through. When the front is coming in, the front comes in, this will turn into a ratio if the front's faster. But if the front is about 3 to 4 hours slower and it's a draw line, these are going to be broken line segments that could produce the potential of heavy rain, hail, damaging wind gusts up to 80 to 90 miles per hour, and the potential of tornadoes here, guys. So I want to stress the damaging wind and tornado threat out there because it is there. And the tornado threat potentially could be some strong tornadoes on Saturday. All right, I want to get that out there. I want to stress that to you guys. That way you guys can be prepared and safe as we get towards Saturday here. And we will have a better idea of what's going to happen because we will have a day 3 out tonight. I'm working with my team, everything ready to go for Saturday for us here at the Natural State here. But that's what they talk about in a day 4 to day 8 outlook. The environment may also support discrete supercell development out advance to the score line. In addition to the risk damaging convective winds, which is damaging winds, there appears to be the potential of tornadoes. Some of those tornadoes could be strong, and strong tornadoes range from EF2 up. So it could be a very active day for us here in the Natural State on Saturday here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump you guys to the NAM model real fast here. All right, this is the 0Z run, the latest run of the 0Z NAM. All right, and like I said for tomorrow afternoon, there could be some pockets of hail, pockets of wind gusts. In essence, 40 miles per hour down here in southern Arkansas tomorrow afternoon. Not tomorrow afternoon, excuse me. Tomorrow night and into Friday, in the Friday afternoon here. But you could see some shower activity tomorrow as well across the southern half of the state here. So here we are on Friday, okay? So here's the one thing about the NAM. NAM model completely is dry on Friday. The other computer models were really keyhole about having a lot of precipitation around on Friday and a lot of precipitation around Saturday morning, really canceling everything out. But it's relatively dry now in terms of precipitation-wise on Friday night and Saturday. All right, and you start seeing some development out here as we get towards Saturday morning. So here we are, 6 a.m. Saturday morning. You got your development out here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what we're looking at here. You got your 1001 millibar low. All right, I'm gonna draw this out for you guys so you guys get a better representation of what's going on here. All right, so I'm switching over to my pen. Okay, so you've got a low pressure here. All right, you got a high up here that's trying to provide northerly winds, but your warm front is centered in southern Missouri. Not southern Missouri, in central Arkansas now. So there you are. You can see the easterly winds blowing into the system. So there's your low out here. All right, there's your warm front. So if you were to draw it, it's going to be somewhere in here. Come Saturday morning. Alright, so you can tell with the southerly to southeasterly winds hitting south of the warm front, and then you still have those northerly to northeasterly winds on the front side of the front, on the back side of the front. So as it's going to be pushing northeast. That's going to accelerate the warm front into the state. So there we are on Saturday morning. There's your warm front according to the NAM, and the placement of that warm front is going to mean the difference between who sees what. So there we are Saturday morning, upper 50s, low 60s, and then Saturday afternoon, I'm going to show you just a second here. There we are, about 9 a.m., excuse me. It's pushed this north. There we are on Saturday, 60s across most of the state. Here we are at noon. There's your warm front here, and there's your system back out here. All right, so it's going to simulate the radar. Alright, and there we are. That's NAM. Alright, there's your line of thunderstorms. So the NAM model, the zero Z NAM, is a little faster with this, and I honestly am going against the potential of this going faster. Alright, and the zero Z NAM is kind of slapped out just a little bit in terms of severe weather coverage, but with that kind of shear, even with 1,000, you still look at the potential of damaging winds and the potential of tornadoes here. And it gets it out of here and has it east of the state by 6 o'clock and lifts it on out of here, guys. So the NAM model, the zero Z NAM model, is a little faster with this. And like I said before, we still have to wait and see how everything plays out. Because I've noticed NAM would do this, and then here comes HRR saying a whole completely different story. So it is a wait and see battle. But if you were to go with zero Z NAM, Northern Arkansas would be completely cut out of it. You would have 40s and 50s up here, strong warming across central and eastern and southern Arkansas. Here we are, Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Warm front's finally pushing north, but it's a little too late up here. You've got 60s down here in southern Arkansas. I'm going to go to temperature max real fast. I think temperature max will be able to help us out a little bit more. Because there we are right around 70 degrees if you go 0Z NAM. So, NAM model's a little faster than the other models. Alright, I'm going to go with the GFS real fast here. Okay, and here we are with GFS. I'm going to go to the Cape values real fast here. And this is the 18Z GFS, and you can easily tell the GFS is further north with the warm front than the NAM model is. Alright, so it's a wait and see battle on where does the warm front set up. Everything has to come together for the potential of significant severe weather here in the natural state. Alright, so if I were to draw out the setup, this is what we would look at. Okay, powerhouse low out here, negatively tilted trough. So you're gonna have negatively tilted trough. The models are, every single model I've seen is inconsistent. That it's consistent. Excuse me, I can't get the words out of my mouth. It is in a good agreement that we will have a negatively tilted trough over the state. All right. A warm front setup is going to be somewhere in southern Missouri. That is still a question mark. Okay. Your cold front. How fast does your cold front get here? That is another question mark here. So it's a wait and see on this, and I know I keep saying that a lot, but it is a wait and see. So there's your cold front here. All right, and then you're gonna have a dry line. All right, and there's your dry line that's gonna do just like that. If you were to go with the NAM model, not the NAM model, the GFS. So there's your setup here. You've got strong southerly to southeasterly winds pumping into the state Saturday morning on the back side of that warm front. Warm front's up here. So that's a question mark as it stands right now is where does the warm front lie on Saturday? If it lies here during the entire event, your risk area is going to be down in here at best. All right. If your warm front is way up here, that puts most of Arkansas into potential significant severe weather here, because you're going to have low pressure right here that's going to be negatively tilted. You're going to have dry line. You're going to have your cold front back out here. Perfect setup, a dangerous triple point setup. If you were to go with the NAM, not the NAM, the GFS here. So it is a wait and see battle on what's going to happen in terms of Saturday, but the main threats on Saturday is going to include damaging winds, tornadoes, hail, flash flooding. First was a concern, but since this thing is looking to be a little more progressive, the flash flooding deal has gone down, but we will watch it for you guys. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in into this blog tonight. And I want everyone to be safe on Saturday. We're going to have constant updates between now and Saturday, going over everything you guys need to know. But the time is now. I know it's Wednesday night. I know it's early. We still have days away that things could change. But the time is now to start preparing. The time is now to start making plans about your area gets put under a tornado warning. What do you do? Because I would rather for you guys to be safe than sorry. I would rather for you guys not to be trying to plan this out Friday night, and then here comes Saturday, and God forbid we get an outbreak out of this. So I want you guys to be really prepared, even if nothing happens. I would rather for you guys to be prepared for the unknown. All right, so you guys take care. Y'all have a great rest of your Wednesday night, and I will have probably another update tomorrow morning with the day 3 that's going to come out and bring you guys the latest coverage here. So share this blog video with your friends and family to keep them safe and keep them ahead of the storm, guys. So take care, and y'all have a good night.